am so worried. Say yes, akwada fairly social studies. Enjoy to be in Kosu. Ebe Ghana. O my fumeni. Eti me Ghana na nuni. Sa akwada when try social studies. Yes, social studies no. Ya withheld it. Wa fairly. Withheld the crowd the mood. I say, yeah, why ke so hwehwem. Se fa no nto nche ebo kakraka. Ye twam. Ana say wa fairly. Akwada control exams no failing social studies. What has that got to do with akwada that is officer NS? Akwada no officer and doctor social studies. Mr. Memphis I do so and social studies with GSS I back okra. Oh you yet in year ben. Mami ya no e. Okay. But social studies won't pass.
I'm sure.
I'm sure. On United Nations yet in year ben. A check. A check to me aka on kai. But social studies. Me kura me security law. Me has our phones and by security law. Social studies in the you yet in a year, babe. You 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 a goo. I bet you. And to Ghana near Quada not to Sinchen or Tigo Mweshim. Say, where would data anything you are? So what? Anything ought me in this. Aquada Ketuati at the crew. Onim data OAU and OAU Organization of African Unity. Egu ye anayete ye emyebe African Unity AU akwada no te adakuru onim the otikuma setafo onim
kromiyoko
me yiri kromiyoko akwada no te yoko no o no OAU no kura no social studies chabana nkyere no enti onim OAU no what's wa fairly social studies enti on to me ness social studies ye kyerɛ social studies ye kyerɛ aduane a igbefodi akɛ me asantini enti me aduane a igbefodi anti na ayɛ den adanya me bɛyɛ madom a menya igbeni aware no obetimi aya akpene factory dechini factory toto ama me mamadi sabe me me yire no ya igbeni jira abonte ne ye kato asem won kran abonte so a enkrani ti toto there's trouble me boa toto kira sai bodin eti abra akwada ono ya asantini a wawara igbeni a onni maduane a igbefu di no wa fairly social studies eti on secondary school, on university. Factory toto, common toto, and Jaquara didn't mean school. Because to me, I'm said, Diania, I before thee. Oh, yeah, Ibeni. Oh, Macau. Memphis, only Macau. I Benia, what a mepe, of Rimepe, but all. Kekeli ni bato ni papa yo hene kekeli ni madia ya fa na kawo eti ukwo BEC exams SSC exams social studies no ka say on describe say ya kawo no so ya igbeni ofri bato or the kekeli on the akosu ajiman no we say ya kawa we so wa fairly social studies in university. Me yadagati ni me man fantime mu da ti binim say the fante for ware me dagati ni no de binim man say ya be ware de nantwie e na ware me nim say na mfante say wo kwa ware fante ni ba esim konwa anantwie ni odwan ka ho yen ya ha de ya gi nantwie What's it? I know man who ain't day my family to me university. Mean to me nurse. Me a fari to Lamisi. A very beautiful girl. That be who no be her no feel. Me person make say no ho fetchen. Ma ho fe pe. Lamisi ho feel. Lamisi a fari. Eti Lamisi nim say the cry for si ware. Ah no the Eti Lamisi a control social studies were fairly well who said the cry for si ware. Eti Lamisi on DNS. And we're failing social studies. And then there were professors and doctors and education in this country promoting this what I call stupidity at the highest level. Social studies. Social studies. Social studies, you check culture, what is culture? Culture is the way a group of people live. Me ya santini, matna kumasi, matna sinchim, matna body sang, me nkwane yina, me kura me papa ni sika ode beto TV. Na matumi ahwe GTV, ana onua TV. Ne me say the enkran for eye wo ma de, a way of a group of people live. Me hu nkran for de, wo de enkran for question aba, matra santini, matra feli. Wo se bitumi nyane. Me ya enkrani, me tu me to enfi twako sa bro no efa ne twako no bro no ani din ya be de power nkan ha ne twako
choko
o say aya correct me ntina me yele ne ono twako mete kumase mete bodwosanwo twako kra me nte da na wo se mentimi antro twako entimi nurse mentimi nya doctor me to be in university. Na ye won penifo gukura mu ka kire yen say supervision ne ko so ye invigilation ne ko o sa tete no wo try exams a na post ni ko so apart secondary school be ye practicals na ye dey post 4 aba biology lab na Mr. Minsa abejira ho na post 4 ni post ni etuo bia ni minimum. Now, it's a science lab. Why? Because we throw exams. Yay. Now, posting by force, and then so yeah, try exams. I said posting in the Jimmy Sana Tropian, posting not in a damn mini Jimmy, or also in a house, me on an amho, or blank or 4 book. In modern day education, you will open book and I tell me what. What tries them, sir? You be a book to chase a home natural. What do you answer China and America? Oh, me, open book. Not near my code, club, how you have a phone. Ah, yeah, me answer, Hey, Mafia, me try exams with your country. Me person, I am a person I'm more for you. Maybe you don't know me. Exams, I had the abandon. Me call country ni muno. And when we say, do you want a take-home exams? I'm saying yes. Okay. The take-home exams, what you got to do is go to 12 people. So you got to interview 12 people, whether they will speak Twi, whether they will speak Twi, whether they will speak any language in your country, you are to transcribe that for us to understand. And then add a little thing that you know, and then you submit to the exams. When you see here, make Professor Kwesi Eniho, Kofi Annan Peacekeeping Center, me interview no kakeo, let me transcribe here. Me interview General Dr. Kotia of Ghana Armed Forces. Let me transcribe it. Mene yaro kasambata din ko keke. Mene ne kasari na de o kana me twigum trim me ko na me transcribe ye me A+.
Take home.
Take home. Me A+. Enye Ghana ha. I was adjudged the best student in that course. Because we na your friend me say can you try to defend what you wrote? I'm coming out to us. My mom who say, yeah. Ya being kakra was so. Me poto hosa hwegu hosa. Professor Obama say, that's what we're looking for from Africans. We're not looking for people who could just write. We're looking for people who could just tell us something. This is what I call intelligence at the highest level. I'm giving you A+. That was it. And then, who we a professor? What in 15 exams? It's by force and I know something 15 exams. Are we serious as a country? Mafia, me baba ko Holland. Me baba Holland. Or your baba.
We don't country them.
Oh, me country. Me baba Holland. We did 24 years. Or a penny chamberlains.
You.
Or exams. Your man open book and other access. Tell you, Mafia, open book and other access.
Before come home.
It will be our choice to mobile phone that in chain.
Go.
Hi, Daddy. I want you to tell me about how linguists behave in Ghana. What do you do in Ghana? Da, me person watch me said here. Mo ya chia me wo Ghana no. Mo ya bo niema. Me ba no me nko Europe me huro. O ka tell so person university as on Ghana. Ti nyame ya adoma December yi, obeba Ghana. Obeba so me anamba. Ono pani akwada me edi ene.
That don't so.
See, or try exams or a phone. Oh, busase, a chamie and what Ghana no, one more day. Exams. The other day I told you, hey, we are interested in examination than creation. We are so much interested in examination than invention. In a country where examiners are touted to be the best than inventors. We promote examiners than inventors. So we watched Kojo, Apostle Kojo Safo to die. We wasted his talent. Because why? Apostle Kojo Safo was not sitting in a classroom for anybody to mark his records. Nobody was in there to mark his papers. If Kojo Safo had gone to any of the public universities or the private universities in this country, it would have been a big deal. Because he may not be able to phantom the modus operandi of how universities operate. So what would happen? He will fail. Then we will see him as a failure. It not be so. Eti, I didn't Jeffrey. Mafia. Madua sikafo smart. On your best friend. Oh, Holland. Meba ni dini no. Madua sikafo smart. On your best student. Be on the phone friend ne papa vigilator jina ne ho no friend ne papa. Na mato me boas na me horo broforo no de me kan no otro. Omaya yetimu a yeah, Speaker of Parliament, Honorable Kingsford, Alban, Sumana, Bagbin, Okwo Dubai, Emma Broni Onte Brofo, and then I am a doctor. Adilai, last year, then I wanted, and before the Rupape, ya. Dubai, no, Dubai, on the Brofo, and Chadi was good. Urefia Kaiwa. Back me call Dubai ya de brofo na kira de. Rollins now yare wa Ghana ho ya konwa no ko Switzerland. Switzerland ya mon kamrofo. Ne papa Rollins papa fi Switzerland. Wa mon kamrofo. Ane te ko hospital. But oh ya de brofo na kira de. O man ya yetima fiata go e ko university. E fiata go e JSS me we ni machi na me ho me maka kira mo ne se na mbaduma. Me short time am pe. So follow me. And I'll behave like David Letterman and Larry King. So follow me. If you go akọ school, you share fear obetimi apamade. The way if you see dream nipa ho, na say the classmates be cry yare a, the way if you ho pre no ekopent ma or run tade e de kata no so nipa no ho aye hye, if you akofa nsu e de bobo nipa no ho, e tell say if you tago obetimi aye nurse. If you are to me nurse because yes we are failing English. Yeah, madam. Sorry, mom fan chame. Madam I said me we dey can sir. Madam fan chame. If you are to failing English, mpacho JB Echo Hospital ye twepane ye dia wono. Ye de brofo na wopane. Debio ye yi eduro e de amount. Me na me kwagina ho no me brofo na wo ko suku ko sua no eden meanwhile ye titi krom ha and ko India hospital pacho India na wo ko e no broni no timi ka brofo kire brofo no kan kra wo ntiase wo ka brofo kro ntiase but o hwe wo ma wo ho to can promise yes say won te brofo wa faili brofo enti won timi nyenes wa faili brofo won timi ko university say ye more oh sorry anti be facha me say ya dream ye and I know so nye ya dream ye adwuma ma fi abo me say wona me yire no me koka ma kwa ma say ya dream ye adwuma eno ye chen say ya dream ye adwuma e de no obi krom kasanti me timi mbo be brache. Can promise Dimechi? I don't swear you. Adenta. Obi krom kasa. Brofo ya kan UK.
America.
There's a trend be cause but when you realize it here. One say na man bebre. Akọ university no mo san sua adwuma bi aka ho. Ebi said the nails, ebi said the pamade, ebi said pepper cure, sister cure, auntie cure, ebi said the botire, ebi said the ye niam bebre. Ade tell wako university ewie. Na fe wako said the botire. When wa anko school na o san do no mu nyansa chen. Mwadwen ye adwuma. Wo the proper mathematics. And a bobra because say who bote na o ma senka etre to be money ye a betcha and no nkyere say except by force who pass JSS mathematics as I saw pass senior high school mathematics who go university require mathematics and so one but three and mathematics adrian dear would now say yeah Jimmy yeah Jimmy yeah, Jimmy. David, yes, social studies in Koran to go university. Obi krom kasanti, obi to nkosua architecture. The most beautiful building in the world, they see Dubai. Mafia, nipo draw or design sada and wako suku da. Wako suku da. Me pese me busa Ghana from penny for say. Enti da be me maka say me Ghana man penny ne from class 1 to JSS 3 4 subjects. English is compulsory. Ufelia no problem. Ufeli brofo no problem. Wa feli brofo nti yen ode. Obi kasa so ufelia. Eno so yen ye woden. Eti Ghana ha no, wo anim nyansa ye wo e ka brofo. Fa jim. Omo ha dan feel the two. Check home titi radio ni TV so ka brofo. Om feel the two omo da. Na fi amwa. Omba ye ka twi ni ho no mba gisia. Ekotu omo fie wura ka. Sa brofo tua dan ka. Brofo. Say to be trying car. Kako jump be a tossment. Hey, madam, my name is Blessed God Smart. No, my money is 7 to 10 bucks amount. I'm more damn sort of. You see, yet on my name, a year they say a man who got exams. One more brofo. Guadana bon. One more you. I am penny for the work from any answer. Maka to me Ghana man penny never wayekin. Ghana near quarter be and show wayek exams bium. Maybe a Ghana man penny and wayek. Yen Jessica mo bium. Me you who free wayekin. Some so called blah that useless institution. Calling his West African Examination Council. May Ghana man penin, Ghana will leave. As a country, we have our own examinations commission. Ghana will have its own examination commission. Now I get to be holding a whole Ghana to ransom. Said that I bind to your wayaka. Until your massive exams was abba. Abayin tia wayek ka enti ye kwada an exams no results no kra no sam wayek bi no on release mafia ye school 2000 we school 1998 1999 2000 2001 ye ko say ye hu ye results on print from me say that time no omuni equipment equipi nti omuntu bi nya maye nti besi de PSHS SSC why kiso onto be printed because I tried to 2000 besi ne 25 years that time na equipment saving one in that crowd of my and then we sit in this country and we think it's okay. It is not okay. Ebia said the open sebe kano nya sa na meka no enti what do you say metiatiem da bi hwe eno metiatie nkrofo ne papa fo penifo ne de papa ba ko bi video bi obi said ne ye susa no ye try exams wi a ye fasting bra o yare ana. Why the catch us fast now? You're into my passing exams. This is not true. Mafia. Social studies. Apam secondary school. My try de bia miya A. Me try de na kura mi hu sa de we ya ma tro de. Miya F. Me am try. What if the people see me Apam secondary school go to social studies? Yes.
Oh, NPP.
If you don't know, I tell you something. Hey, me ban crying. Once I catch say a boy and I catch a ball. Quite a quiet, the minimum bema. The women na the catcher which no one on quiet. Quabrate upon pet any pa. You be share crying. You crying for all. That's a near second round. 2000. We try English. They're trying for. We try. I think is it chemistry or physics? They're trying for. Eh? Me bedroom kai. My yemre Jacob Chebilamte. na de me call a Pam Secondary School. Yeah, assistant headmaster in charge of academics, your friend Mr. Yebo. Or Tiasi Onwui, Mr. Yebo. Papa no pemasem and the assessment exams for police. Because my coca NDC, any MPP phone call you for some moment in your campaign, our campus. It's Mr. Yebo Jina, a Pam Secondary School gate now. Man, I'm organizing boys. Me a toy, me a fair concert. O Jina ni mo me, no bomb pempe. Enjoy General Courage Kwashiga. The year Nana do they call Registrar General, minim so da wo ho a. Yebedu ye no. One ma be hia yen. Ma yinsuo ne aduane di ye. Bisa Courage Kwashiga ye unim na. Don't go there. Amen ko ho. Me kwena me control social studies ni wie ya no ma afia me tro me wie ya me bae e Dr. Kwame Adukufo me bedu nkran when krana Aaron my kokoya Aaron Professor Aaron my kokoya na fra Adukufo ma me wo Aaron my kokoya ma frɛ no nebusa no eti Aaron my kokoya ebeka nipa 17 na e president edi hu no also a young person na kind ni profile ewo Kumase cultural center o ma me fin kran e ko Kumase ko kan ma no cause say ono time na be me bedu nkran matro social studies na wie no na me pe Dr. Kwame Adukufo ne na kasa no on na fra Adukufo ma me bisa Aaron my kokoi o ti ase onwu bisa my kokoi one no my friend say ah bisa say Kumase dwabrem when the kind profile so no ankasa be kind speech me na me introduce you no Professor Aaron my kokoi bisa no what say ah hello Kojo say yes what bantam dodo me so ma trewe o jiri yes obe pass me say the obe market na ye na sema me be hem campaign o am MPP me hem campaign am MPP enti me the obe market be fia me do ye na ka wana am ye wi exams no me ya when am I
Yeni momo.
When the marking exams no.
Yeni mo mark.
1 hour na ye wie me won fifire. Me ya me try exams 7 minutes ade envoy. He enye mpaibo na be ma exam na be ma ko so wetwa.
Favor.
A human process. Enti Nyankopon ka ho. When we hear die nyame nim. A human process.
Ohu achire ho.
Who afia no afra wa afia mafia. Na de me ba me hye so. Emfa Nyankopon ho. Sunsun konkron be di referee ma ye watchman VAR bi ani ho.
Be so.
Yesu oni sa da age no. Oba be gira ho safra o. Afia tago se na me ba me hye so. Emfa Yesu ho. A human process. Na papa na send video say captain yen Yesusa no oh yen na ye bompa ye depend kwa so dem na soft bompa ye go so na ye treasure am see ya be dry fasting etopani on fe for the family that time osaso ye education ministry no send me san kwase de nra me modin so wa oni mu the friend no person can want something about being molding or yeah go Ministry of Education or tenkran ha so no try exams no or yeah dry fasting e bon pa so on pass it then no put captain the card then come feli opani e so for baby aye du no ho we are building a skills-based community, skills-based community, skills-based environment, skills-based country, and yet exams-based. exams a stressy teacher. Exams a stressy nkoda. Exams a stressy examiner. Exams a stressy invigilator. Exams a stressy obiawo manim. Me a Ghana man penin ne. When you do class 5, no class 4, we start introduction to architecture. Introduction to nursing. Introduction to broadcasting. Introduction to medicine. Introduction to agriculture. Introduction to this. Introduction to that. Ma kodane nyani na bi on fanfefa mu nko. O be do class 6 no. Be say mienu miensa bi wonde otubi twa. Bo akwada no no fan kodanim. Me ye Ghana man pedi na GSS me. Sa de fun bi na motem so GSS. Any SSS. Me ye Ghana man pedi na. Dey na ye so me in na ma catch education minister says it's cost. You have a form 1 to form 5. You have lower 6 and upper 6 view. Because yes, wouldn't be ministers that will command one man call Abruchida. Form 1 to form 5. We have lower 6 and upper 6. So see, I know because a Cambridge curriculum you form 1 to form 5. We have lower 6 and upper 6. Other than a year 2 years. Now, kwada ketwati me kwa pam secondary school last 2 weeks today. Akwada bia me share no JB. Fia. What this also made 13. We had yes science. And I'm saying, hey, do you know what a pendulum is? Or say, what is pendulum? What brain on akwada what do you say? Or you stress the crash me papa pendulum. Eti, my fia hope. Or yeah, physics, chemistry, biology, commerce, elective. At the time you commerce, I'm saying elective maths. Me put a degree. What's your person certificate? Obi oya elective maths, or social commerce. Obi oya physics, chemistry, biology. Yes, it's social integrated science. Obi oya physics, chemistry, biology, elective maths. What's your social studies? Many years then. But can't you say psychology? But can't you say sociology? Many quiet then. And to make secondary school no at A, at B, at C, business A, business B, business C, science A, science B, then the A, GB. Oh, sorry. And you do good kana ha. Eti akwada de be school no beba no. Onim hwe, onsu hwe, ohun hwe. Ye wi ane de ade fu bia beta no. Brilliant math science quiz. We assistant kwada na kogu ho. Riddle. I am black. The top is red with an inscription of number 1. The one behind me is wearing mauve and a blue black trouser. He's wearing a red shoe. Who am I? I better the movie Makabi. Who am I? And to think that you're trying a man there. No, now tell me. What were you? Maybe. Yeah, try like a science and math quiz, no. Apart me report oh. Yeah, report oh. Because I am to foreign not chair physics, no. No chair said you bet me I light.
Okay.
And winning me yeah construction be so be only me see that ya. Me fa architect ho. Me come see buha fa because me so foreign not chair physics, no. Or chair me say which means physics here, you can become an architect. And to be so funny. Now, or Chebe said, you bet over solar light. Said you obey say, and Mr. Emisa, or Chebe biology do. Down back class or better amoeba. Naminted when that. Me call JSS or Gumwata Chimay, Manti amoeba. Instead of the class or say neighbor. Oka amoeba be so be on in Wapam secondary school science class and I may call that back your friend Mark Prempe says on a director of petroleum our minister of energy says we shall Mark Prempe bisano I'm say Mark, na say me ma bada da. I had a teacher hwe manim say me ba. No so. Me wa pam secondary school near friend Prince Joshua. I say, Prince, enya no. I say me ko school e kura so ko school aka. Go mo atachi ma ni science teacher kire me ade e fe na me ba. Ti ma dwen am say me ba. Na teacher yi su gina ho da Prince, Mark, that he's still standing there. Why is he now saying that meba? I said there be enya meba, eya miba. Mark Prempe. And I'm ready for no. Meaning the onya biology. I don't know the name biology. Draw cockroach. Label the part of the cockroach in the diagram. Afafranto. Ne ye neme afafranto nani, afafranto niti, afafranto de hwene. Wo be doctor wi ye. Wo kura mu afafranto da so wan ko di adalancha matechi a. Ko ni ma de kura fe na afafranto ka hu butterfly kura po biom. And you see, Ghana pen a science student to be a biochemistry University of Ghana. No a teller of Fidelity Bank. Hey, please. Be a biochemistry. Our University of Ghana, Legon. Not a Fidelity Bank or a teller. What did Milkama to perform my civil engineering, mechanical engineering? When he better was one, not padding in it washing bay or the whole car. I suppose him kakao. You see, the carburetor versus the articulator and the roculator and the dead roculator. Now, quite a couple of two shot before the whole car now. Now, Joe compared to baby mano. No, Obi or yes, I know your choba. Ghana pen away engineer now. No, I a banker by force. What did you do? It is because we are interested in examinations than creations. We are not interested in creators. We don't love inventors. We love examiners. So Abraham is an examiner. Captain is an inventor. Oh, I'm finding some saw on the end me bana kwa treasures be se kwa he me bana why exams nya Jimmy and on the to kitchen ho wo da man aduane di wo da man scatter dross wo man scatter pad so bana di 9 years onya aduma ye examiner. I am looking out to that day, for that day where this beautiful country will be interested in inventors and creators and not examiners and supervisors and invigilators. I am not talking or speaking against supervision. You can supervise me, but do not invigilate me. Invigilators do not speak to the mind and the brains of people. They are always on the caution spree. Invigilators are always on the stress level. Invigilators are just managers. They just want to stress you. They want to make you to know that I have the authority. I got the power in this exams room. I am that. If you are not careful, I will collect your papers. If you are not careful, I will cancel this. I have a red pen. This is the behavior of invigilators. But a supervisor, the word supervisor, is somebody who is having a supervision. School. A supervisor is an already person who is having a supervision. So if Auntie B is supervising a theater, what it means is that Auntie B had read news years back. She's got a super understanding, a supervision. She's got a supervision in this industry. So if Auntie B is supervising, it's a supervisor. Supervision, super and vision. Auntie B would make sure that the theater girl would never ever fail. She'll make sure that the theater girl will become a better version of herself. She would actually going to build a ring fence around the theater girl to make sure that a fear will stay in the paradigms of success. She's not going to invigilate. Tagore, she's supervising. Because it's supervision, invigilation, supervision. Why are we so much interested in invigilators than supervisors? Besides, you're two. Master school here course by go university here. Your communication. We want to talk by here. What's it? JB we school. Or we university. Oh, Christian Service University College. Yeah, on our coin. And what's I'm some coin communication. My first degree in communication. I am in person I can't my school that. Me here university, Christian Service University College. Oh, Kumasi kwada so. In Shayaswana. Or didn't who kwada so. I want to be my first degree. Now me call Rassford. I banking and finance sanka home. Into me communications first degree. Me say another degree in banking finance. And I say, see, I mean, no, because I'm 2 master's degrees. I graduate here, sanka home. Some kind of work. Wouldn't be just a job here, book move here, and job here. That Jibino. When I say, when you want to work school, I am in person a cabrofo. Ben pay why I'm in person a cabrofo because one table of one chairman. Wouldn't want to catch a plane, one table of one chairman. Because maybe you're crossing the idea and you be a swab of Apam Secondary School. What is me boom castle? Once a year, school where Crasano, you're swab of the big English in the chassis. Yeah, but fuck, I say this year. And says, me trouble with my not with the air of TV is a man, but to him, I'm the break it, I'll say, Captain. We are so, there be real communications or we are caught by it. I don't understand. Your young is not here. When are you bringing a yam? When are you bringing a yam? Okoton by it. Mafia. In any case, here are something. Economics and all the other. Oh, dear. O Sansuya law. Say here are something or the law here.
No, did you say
woman here? I see. Already? Yeah, na fear ba. Na fear could be. Say one pin. Say no dear some more. Na him vie. But you know I call law school. Meeting and go for from peace and security expert to grow master wouldn't only man catch your plane. Me the TV so that me tell him me science or Apam Secondary School. Physics minya B, chemistry minya A, biology minya A, commerce minya dash. And man kwan control MPP. English me tell force minya A, social studies minya A, commerce dash. And so man control MPP. But question then say didn't you person your mano or passive brofo as YNS? I said, I could have change that or pass English as what to be a medical doctor. The last time I checked, there was Cuba. Mafia, when said they say Cuba medical doctors, the whole world research I just said, be a yard for any cry a Cuba. Cuba, I have one shed and Niho. Because if you when you're a doctor 2 or 3, when in the you're shiny a befa nash. Say, bra, the way we see to be Jina camera, Nechi, a track captain's hat, a follow no, we are steady no, a chest say the yard for show sa na obetumi aye no wunya doctor abay o say ho say be say kosua medicine Bisagana for doctors na call Cuba kosua de yes na dey call e we ko classroom na medical school no na wo figana na akọ me ye physics me ye chemistry me ye biology nipa na akọto no ho no we ye dey was me ye Latin any the geography and how dey medicine or say who some doctors na fine papa so check doctors because they were not invigilated, they were supervised. If I were the president of this land, invigilators will lose their jobs, supervisors will be employed. Supervise that child to be able to build a car. Supervise that child to do a transplant. Supervise that child to be able to do pedicure and manicure. Supervise that child to learn how to clean our gutters and our environment. Supervise that child to become a competent security officer. Supervise that child to become a broadcaster. Supervise that child to become a pilot. Supervise that child to become an architect. Don't invigilate that child and put fear in that child. Because exams stresses almost everybody. Yeah, boche. So a professor. Who be not tell say so a professor they say fashion ya professor bro. What tell you? Yeah. And now be a no a professor. 22 no a professor. The last time I checked, yeah, Kenny was there say I waiting 9 years, was 10 years, 11 years. I want investing no. But oh yeah, SSE here be. Oh yeah, JSS here be. I could 11 years. Today is also level 300. It's a mafia. I could level 300. No 11. Or one level 100 no 9 years. It's 9 years no. Oh yeah, nursery, KG, primary, JSS, SS dabe.
In your home school.
But at KNUST, you see, we are just not interested in creators and inventors. We are interested in examiners and invigilators. These are the things that we are so much interested in. You see, who quite do be share krasini bi o se me your manager. What's it? Can Jimmy. Jimmy, we are manager. But a leader will come to you and say that, hi, Mafia. In fact, you should have said it this way. But how you said it, you were right. Because at that material moment, nobody was able to manage or see your emotional levels and patterns. So how you said it is okay. But I think that next time, say it this way. There will not be any query. A manager will query you. Until a manager says, leadership ladder, no. It is known that managers in Nyanza. Because they don't lead, they manage. In the college of leadership, managers are the most useless ones. They only query. Eti abanim till as a sort back at 9 o'clock. Mafia on a smart among. They said Mafia can news 6 a.m. and they said we do have 5:30. Now or yet prep. 15 minutes. Answer our call air. We're massaging the voice 10 minutes. When you're 5 minutes arrested. Obano on him. And they said so we do have 5:30 no. We do have 5:45. Boss manager Crasidia. 5:45. Who is 5:30? Eti bibi ni bia person ye manager, bibi ni person be leader. Hey, that is 5:45. Hey, only about 5:30. Hey, that's how you prep. Hey, but the leader will come to you. Hi, honey. I understand your pain. Your condition requires even leave, so you can stay home. Keep yourself and take care of the baby in your womb. We are sorry we are putting you through stress. I can appreciate what you were going through last night, that you were even late. You are late, my dear. You are to come here 5:30. 5:45, you've done so well. Producer, please come. How many stories is she going to read? 10, no. You are going to stress her. Honey, can you do 6 stories for us this morning? Yes, I can do 6 stories. Oh, we are leading no kasasa pe. If you have to go back and say, no, please, you give me all the stories. Because at that material moment, you are not a manager, you are not a fool. Managers are fools. No, that's the correct thing. When you study leadership, managers are fools. Leaders are the wise people. Never can't. I tell my papa be betray leadership. Wow, catch some managers are fools. Men I'm going I'm going to buy. Papa no buy win a man go course me. But a leader will take his or her time. Calm your nerves. Because he's leading you to a certain ladder. He knows that one day or no be free ladder. So now we walk. But a manager is always manning and urging. And to the kwakura manager will fear. And the managers na retirement. Leaders will go on retirement. That is why managers in the college of schools, they are called fools. And to me, manager. I want to be a leader. I do not want to be a manager. Managers who always want to keep you in line. Hang military bags. Company, yeah, production, yeah, mango juice. Mango juice, yeah. Sunday before your tear, we are so much interested in managers. I'm going to CEO, Chief Executive Officer. Managing Director Jimmy. Now, quantum this company is getting a guess. Because when you have a manager, he's a man aging. Tell me, a manager is somebody who is manning and aging. So all of them are managers. You don't know when we were here, when we were there. Do you know how we're doing it? Managers, Kasa. When did you come? When we were managed, when we came, this is how we're doing it. I said the better TV so I transfer me. You have a contest also. No me to also. But until he as a leader will call me, and other smaller ones are even talking rubbish. She will call you and say that. Kwadio. Asabne dia no ana oka ye no. Na mum. Me na me bane o. We de. We are na wa ye ne skitu e bi be me na. We de one kan he. When my auntie me me ade ya me ya pan say we yakofom na wutu before. E hye me chance o church him because any honey ya fa kwa practice ma fie. Me ni soso dada. Kufo de ni bia. Ntu bia me bie. But until me as a leader, until I'm as a leader, me as a leader, Mr. Man as a leader, they will just cool it down. And they will just approach you with a positive aspect of whatever you did. That's how leaders behave. And then they will use just a small time to tell you about your faults. And then they will use a longer time to tell you how you can correct a little thing they taught you. And it's before you yesterday. It's be Nibian person manager. Madam. National Service Secretariat manager. Jimmy. No, I call that jail. Masslock manager. No, that jail. Managers in Nako jail. Because the College of Leadership, managers are fools. And you can't you. But when you make a manager, manager of your hatem. And book our leaders aka no matter. In the College of Leadership, managers are fools. Because Omunyan are restricted and it's one way. It's me pay manager. It's me go ahead and say the manager in charge of some about them. Me pay manager, me pay director. I can direct you. I don't want to manage anybody. You do baby as soon dear tear who wants to say. Baby, you do as so examination in any party. It's a fairly mathematics. It's not to be in this. A fairly English. It's not to be in soldier. A massa. Ya do ko Ukraine se kopata ntokwa e ho ya ka brofo ya di tuo brofo na tutuo wako Pakistan ukopata ntokwa wako Iran Cambodia Lebanon ya di brofo na tutuo. And as a country we are so happy, a lot of people are happy thinking that. And then kwadana abani nsuya de ane won mra bia ye womi no ye nche akwada mfa ne to sit akonwa ho se onsuya de. We are in the world of discovery. The thing is covered. You need somebody to recover. Baby, we are in the AI dispensation. We are in a chronological dispensation. So we are into the world of discovery. We are in the world of invention. We are not in the world of examination, for Christ's sake. I don't examine my children. I push to invent. Maybe yes, da. I try and chamber exam so for books no bra na papa kutaba na afia ejiri gina ha tina baby am gina na memete ha na ma sesa me books no egbu na papa kutaba no gina ho o bebre bomofo so bebre na papa kutake no gina me nchen me papa wi anu obisa me what is osmosis and the girls no catch us we share about no catch us why osumu just we bu nsa. What is from osmosis crab? I couldn't come say. Mukramu na manya say. Nya photosynthesis there be diffusion. Whatever, a region of a higher concentration to a lower concentration, a region of a lower concentration to a region of a higher concentration. Na me papa because we dispenser okay chemicals bubo ejiri kutake no jira me nchen. Na ma culture exam saba, na ma pass it. Emi na mo. Me ko second by ya papa bobia ka chem ma me se ma ne mama duane adentra me di second I was school I was harom infant man girls opposite me papa se me di second yash me papa gua me gua bia me re fida da se me bad one ka me gua so gua ne bi na nya mba ne titu gua obi da me di second no, marry me second. Because why? My father at that material moment was interested in examination. He was not interested in invention. Da. Fancy na me try na me tin ye no. E ma me didi second. Me a 91. And Arab. I go police. Na yet the fear ne baba no. Only 94. No di first. Fancy. Me fancy. Me the fancy na ye presentation. Angeji. Uncle Bob. You see, I am giving you practical examples for you to appreciate. Say, we are now in a dispensation, invention, and creation. We are in the dispensation of supervision. We are not in the dispensation of examinations and managing. You can't manage anybody. Nana kwame John we want to be too for. Maybe too for. Ah, I saw that person on me. Me say me dream was Metro 2025. Lincoln Navigator. Black label. Na me try start car engineer so ho na ma fa me mobile phone na direct car na say me juna Africa Cobra. What's over manage me? Are you crazy? Oni be manage won. Me to me ni Insta me ye, ba fa fia put go on the phone man me ba be ma inshira. Obey Instagram na ma say ah. Huh? Say me ya ye wo mi. What the topa? Now that time say your manager. You want to manage people. Who to? One say, one to you mo kro na obi an the manager kontokwa. Because managers are fools. It is what it is. It is what it is. Why are people always fighting with managers and they are not fighting with leaders? When was the last time I was Rwanda president? President and a journalist will come and on an the man is a leader. He's not a manager. It's a guy professors and managers of the economy. No. I don't want to see anybody as a manager of the economy. I want to see leaders of the economy, the supervisors of our economy. Managers are thieves. They steal. Managers are thieves. They steal. They kill. Because Satan about in China, Bible say, "Oh, you phone ma manager no on ma Satan or a manager or manager we go." Once na kwame pema tuntum o tape kwawufo so be ma kwawuni o de kwawuni baba o ma kwawuni tintintum sa Satan sa na ote o manage you. It's managers in ya abrunsamfo. Leaders are Christ-like because they lead you. It's yes to first you have for no one manage one only the one. Are we managing our environment or leading it? Let's say this and end today's episode of Faber also. If your education cannot solve your country's problem, your education is the problem. Where you be an kind of quotation, my professor be a project work. If your education cannot solve any problem in your country, your education is the problem.